Hey guys, I was just over at Costco and it was amazing how many people, like additional people than what you would normally see, like on a Saturday. And I think it's because, we've had a storm warning, so people are paying attention to it and they're getting extra things and they're being smart, they're being planned and prepared. And it reminded me of how much more peace you have when you are planned and prepared, when stressful situations come about, and you're equipped in those situations, versus when someone is in a panic and you think about the stresses that take place in a person's body because they just are not prepared. They don't have anything set aside. And then if you don't need it, then it's great. But there's a lot to be said in the peace of mind of actually, having what you need, even if it's in surplus ahead of time, and I think, we just never know when someone else, may call upon us. Like, we may be the person that is called upon in the event of an emergency. Like, maybe there's something that we're going to have to spare, for someone else. And that's part of the responsibility of being prepared, right? That is part of the responsibility of being prepared. Is, maybe you're going to be the go-to person in your neighborhood. I know my dad, maybe it's just from his upbringing and being a child of, he was born at the tail end of the Depression, and it's amazing. Like, he's got tools, he's got certain pieces of equipment that a lot of the other neighbors do not have. And it's just stuff that he has acquired through the years. He has literally been sort of, you'll save this just in case you need it. And, that's just being resourceful. There's nothing wrong with being resourceful. And I think you feel better when you are resourced, when you have decided to not spend your money on foolish things and actually have, being mindful of what you're spending your money on, so that's, it's a, I think that's a gifting. It's a gifting. Sometimes people make fun of that. They make fun of someone who plans or prepares. And it's like, we're created to plan and prepare and have order and have things make sense. And, we're not supposed to be tied into, they use different events to produce maybe a chaos or a panic. And it's like, no, if you live your life planned and prepared all along, then these situations don't, come upon you and won't produce that same, outcome that maybe the masses have decided to hit the ignore button on and say, oh, well, it's everyone else's job to take care of my needs when a panic situation happens. We are to look within ourselves for sure. So, and that's empowering. That is a great place to be. It's a satisfying place, because the storms do come in life, and how prepared are you for that? So, and that's where Live Good comes in. If we were panicked in terms of, not being able to get what we need, that is another avenue. It's an inexpensive avenue. Let's say you needed, your protein shakes or your coffee or whatever it is. We would have it available. It isn't running out on the shelves, which is fantastic. So Anyway, make it a great one, guys. Keep us in prayer. I know many of us have never seen a hurricane. I have lived where I've seen the outer bands of a hurricane. But primarily I've lived here in California, and this really is going to be a first for all of us. So, we're here in this community. We take care of one another. We've experienced earthquakes. We experience wildfires every year. So we are pretty much already in that plan mode, and people come together and they do take care of one another. We are a resourceful state. We are actually the 6th largest economy in the world. So we do think different here. We think different here. We are not thinking in lack. We're thinking in sustainability. We're thinking, where you help your neighbor out. We do what we need to, as a community, and we're pretty conditioned to it in terms of some of what we face on a year-to-year basis anyway, between droughts, fires, this is a good place to be. This is a good place to be. And, people come together. I've seen it. I've witnessed it myself. And it's hopefully we are setting a good example, for the rest of the world. So anyway, please like and subscribe to my channel. And, just wanted to share some of those thoughts about being planned, being prepared, being resourceful, that is so much more empowering. It's so much more peaceful than being, in a panic. So make it a great one, guys. Take care.